I was told they consulted with shareholders and decided to terminate my contract because I told y'all to go to therapy.
Like, hey, you fired. Bye. And that was the end of that.
What you want me to do? It's two men down there fighting. What you want me to do?
But security guard, we need you to get down here and stop the disturbance. Abby.
I got fired from Whole Foods.
Now this first one has to be a skit.
Go back to the right thing.
Please come back.
Because they don't be trying to... Hold on, girl. I don't know what she wants to show me.
Please come back.
Yeah, what's up?
We have a 182.
A 182? What's a 182?
A 182 is a disturbance. We have a disturbance downstairs in the lobby. Are you not seeing it on the monitor?
A disturbing, girl, they fighting.
Yes, they are fighting. Can you make your way in the lobby to stop this?
What you want me to do? It's two men down there fighting. What you want me to do?
But security guard, we need you to get down here and stop the disturbance. Abby.
Girl, that man is down there tearing the whole lobby up. Like, I'm not about to go down there messing with that man. I'm not playing with him. Call the people.
I was so done with her saying, call the people.
You need to call the people for that.
Call what people, T? I hired you for this. You are the security.
Call the police. I'm not going down there. Oh,
What did you
no.
say, T? Come back.
You need to call the police. I'm not going down there. I'm a woman. I'm not going down there. That's two big men fighting.
She said, oh no.
And somebody need to get down there now. Because he really like throwing stuff now.
We don't pay the police. We pay you. I need you to come down here and do your
I'm not
job.
going down there. I just got my nails done. You think I'm not going down there? Oh, it's crazy. I'm not putting my life in danger. I don't think that I need to go down there because I'm not putting my life in danger. That's two big men down there. I'm not going down there. Can you please find somebody else?
There is nobody else. This is your shift. Nobody else is here.
Well, I'm not going down there because I'm not about to put myself in no danger. That's danger. That's two big men and I'm a woman. I'm not going down there and doing all that. That's crazy for you to even ask me to go down there and do that. Like, what kind of stuff this is? Like, I'm not going down there and doing all that.
Your job is security guard. If you don't need this job, you can make your way back down.
Ma'am, I'm not saying I don't want my job. I'm just saying that I don't want to come down. It's two big men down there. They down there and they fighting. He tearing up everything. What you think gonna happen to me if I go down there with all that?
So this is definitely a skit, I think. If this is real, that's insane.
See, I hired you. You are the security guard. And that's my last time telling you.
Yo, why did I forget the number one rule? These people at your job is not your friend.
If you haven't already watched that video, go watch it. But my job just fired me because they seen that video. So I want to let y'all know, and I should have sued them when I had the chance. I should have sued that job when I had the chance. And I actually low-key still do have the chance because the EEOC says wait 180 days. But it's like, I don't want to take it there. But it's like, I should have listened to y'all in the car. I should have sued that job when I had the chance.
So the original video will play right after this one.
But my managers, they weren't not being cooperative. My management AAMs, they weren't not being cooperative with my whole Ramadan thing. But, my coworkers are talking about me. My supervisors are talking about me. I left the email, I left the voicemail to HR, and I don't care. I'm gonna get into it because y'all always saying y'all want to wait till y'all get fired from a job to start exposing them. Yeah, because now is really the time for real. They can't retaliate.
Yo, why did I forget the number one rule? These people at your job is not your friend. They really not.
That is overall true. It is very rare that you find a true friend at work.
So I'm Muslim, alhamdulillah. I know you do not see a hijab. I know you do not see henna. I don't know what y'all associate being Muslim with, but I know you can't see it. But I am Muslim, alhamdulillah, since I was born. So basically, I'm at my job. I told my job, hey, I need the whole month off for Ramadan. Because normally at my jobs, I get the whole month off. Because Ramadan is Ramadan, and I'm becoming a better Muslim, alhamdulillah. And I know I keep saying that, inshallah. Yeah, inshallah. And people at my job are talking about me. The people that I'm at my post with are telling my supervisors she's eating. She's not praying at work. First of all, I ain't gonna sit right there and hold it. Who is saying this stuff? Because I'm the type of person, like, I will really confront you right then and there. Now, if I'm getting grilled in the second, I might just be quiet because I never had a smart mouth, so I never knew what to say. I just knew how to slap. But I'm at work. I'm 19 now. I can't be out here fighting because people got an opinion. People are talking about me. Babe, it's over with. High school's over with. I can't do it no more. But people are talking about me at work, saying that I'm eating, I'm drinking water, I'm drinking Powerade, I'm doing this and that. But little do they know, if you're on your cycle, you don't have to fast. Now, I do believe that they said you're not supposed to eat in front of other people. But babe, like, I shouldn't be ashamed to eat. It's not your business if I'm fasting and why I'm not fasting. You could not fast the whole Ramadan and make that fast up at another time. If you're sick, if you're in your cycle the whole Ramadan, if you just can't fast, hey, I just can't do it. And XYZ, but it's like, it's not y'all business, really. And I do feel like deep down inside that I am being discriminated against, kind of, because of that. But if I can't pinpoint who's talking and who's saying what, and I can't record people talking about me and record people saying stuff about me, you know, XYZ. And like, normally I would just quit a job for this. At my when I worked at another job, I won't even say the name because I don't want to get them involved into this. When I worked there and people was questioning me being Muslim, my boss shut that down real quick. Stood in front of everybody. Hey, I don't want to hear nothing about this. Don't talk about this on the job, or you're fired. And he real like hey, you fired. Bye. And that was the end of that. So, you know, I can't, I don't know, y'all, like, what should I do? Somebody please help me out. Like I said, I don't have any recordings. I could sue for this. I could really sue for this, but but somebody let me know what I should do, because people are talking about me and my religion, and I feel like but my job is accommodating me. They are accommodating me, but some people are clearly discriminating against me and talking about me. I can't take it.
So I couldn't find any videos on whether she actually presented a lawsuit to her employer, but it sounds like there was some discrimination based on religion, which is not okay.
Well, hello. It's your friendly neighborhood therapist who thought she could save these hoes, but got her job terminated as a result. Story time? I think yes. Shit you not, I posted a video on Monday telling men that their dusty behavior is only harming them and that they would benefit from emotional intelligence, and I shit you not, by Friday, didn't have employment.
Now, if you recall, we did feature Miss Unusually Bree on the channel before.
All of this started with a Psychology Today article stating that men are lonelier than ever because they have no fucking emotional skills. And I agreed and doubled down and told y'all that y'all lives would radically improve if you expanded the shit that came out your mouth. But instead of healing, y'all will do anything but that. Instead of being accountable, like, hey, this bitch see me, and stirred a little bit, y'all got so hurt that you contacted NASA. That's exactly what happened.
I really don't see how she was surprised based on the audience that she was targeting.
So first, the post goes viral on Twitter, because y'all need fucking help. And y'all wanted to argue with bitches blue till they fucking blue in the face. Some of you hoes is not going to be saved. And that's the conclusion that I've come to. So because this shit's gone viral, I'm thinking, okay, cool, we starting a discussion on mental health, and people you might not like my fucking delivery, but motherfuckers is starting to talk, you know, shaking the tables, I don't give a fuck. But then it turns into this entire crusade of attacking a black woman who serves the fucking black community.
So that pretty much happens every time. Every single time. I'm not surprised.
There were comments like, I'm gonna find her credentials and report her because I told y'all to be better? Yeah, y'all are fucking weird. Y'all scream that y'all want to protect women, protect black women specifically, but have done nothing to protect this black woman who has been serving the communities.
So much can be said about that one statement. There's no way you can look at the black community and really believe that the agenda for our community is to protect black women. there's just no way, because look at how women are treated, look at the positions that women hold, and look at the standards that are pushed upon black women, and also black women, yet not supposedly the head of the family, has to be accountable for everyone, including their grown sons. So that
has been violated in several areas, and I'm going to outline each one. This article was written by a fucking black woman, putting my full government and my place of employment. So being doxxed by a black woman, can't fake, kind of fucking hurts, and she never once reached out to me or contacted me so I could spin my side of the story.
We have had multiple conversations about certain black women that refuse to see other black women and work to protect them or help them in any way, yet they will look at their sons and baby them and make all types of excuses for them, or just black men in general, yet black women they're just not able to have any type of empathy for. I 100% get her point.
This is the article that spooked my fucking job and got me fired. Not only did she not have any regard for my safety, many other articles have been written as a result. Here are a few of them, just to name a few. Black Twitter has words for therapists scolding men to go to fucking therapy. Y'all attacked me and got mad at me because I wanted better for y'all. That's the most crab in the barrel bucket type bullshit I've ever heard in my fucking life. A plethora of black men decided to take it upon themselves to call my employment to get me fired. You succeeded, but you succeeded in not the way that you think. If it's one thing about black women is that we're incredibly resilient. This just cleared the table to give me space and opportunity to educate the masses.
I really think with her, people did not like her delivery. She definitely uses a lot of foul language, but she is trying to relate to a certain population that typically likes this. Like, I think if she was talking about anything else other than accountability, people would have eaten it up. But it is unfortunate that she lost her job while trying to connect with her audience and help black people, particularly black men, seek out therapy, because we do generally know that most black people suffer different traumas. I mean, most people in general, but especially for black communities and for black men. When they're black boys, they typically do go through some sort of trauma. So I get the point, but again, the delivery was strong. Do I think she should have lost her job? I don't personally think so, but at the same time, I'm not a therapist and I'm not in that role, so it may have come off a bit strange. I don't know if she's talked about any specific cases, any clients, but it's always sad to see someone losing their job especially because of social media.
Healing because y'all got mad because I wanted you to do better. I was told they consulted with shareholders and decided to terminate my contract because I told y'all to go to therapy. That's the world we live in.
I got fired from Whole Foods a couple years back, and every time I think back on it, it's really funny to me because I've never been fired from a job. That was my first time, but it's also the reason why I got fired. So one day I was working the self-checkout line, and one of my coworkers, she asked me to use my discount code because she forgot hers. There's two ways that you can use the discount code. I don't know if this has changed ever since I not worked there, but you could use an app where you can put your employee login and then you can scan the barcode to have your discount card, or you could have like the actual physical card to scan it. Now she asked me, I think she wanted to buy like a breakfast sandwich or something like that, and so I scanned it. I was like, yeah, whatever. And then I went about my shift, and after I got out the next day, I think it was that day or like the next day, HR called me and they were like, hey, we're doing an investigation because we believe somebody used your discount card. And I was like, oh yeah, let's call her Sarah. I was like, I let Sarah use my discount card. I think she wanted to buy a breakfast sandwich that morning. And they were like, oh yeah, that's you broke like a company policy. That's not allowed. I was like, huh? Mind you, I remember when we did orientation, they told us that you weren't allowed to use your discount card on friends and family. So let's say if my mom came into the store, I wasn't able to like scan my discount card for her to have a discount on whatever items, or like if one of my friends came on my line, I wasn't allowed to like give that to them. So I knew that, but I didn't know it applied to employees as well. yeah, like, they're not allowed to give you discount code to anybody. And I was like, but she's a cashier there too, like, she's an employee. Like, do you know who I'm talking about? Like, she was also doing a shift that morning. They were like, yeah, that's not allowed. I was like, huh? And then they were like, well, we're gonna put you on a paid leave while we like follow up with the investigation. What is there to investigate? I literally just told you. But they were like, yeah, we're gonna put you on a paid leave, which pretty much just meant that whatever shifts I had that week, I was still gonna get paid for. I think I only had like 2 other shifts. I was working there part-time. I had another job. But the day after I got that call, I was like, I'm gonna apply somewhere else because I have a feeling that I'm gonna get fired. I have never been fired before, but I really feel like I'm gonna get fired. So I think I applied to Shake Shack, and then I scheduled an interview. And literally the day before my interview, they called me and they were like, yeah, unfortunately we're gonna have to let you go because you broke a company policy. I was like, all right, I'm sorry, I guess. And when they sent me like my official letter of like why I got fired, whatever I was let go of, it said that I was banned from working in any Whole Foods. Like, I think it's any Whole Foods in like the district or like the area or like the state, something like that. I was like, bro, over a discount? Like I had no idea that I could have let my former like co-worker use my discount. Mind you, my co-worker called me the next day. She was like, girl, they just fired me too. But I still love Whole Foods. Like, I shop there almost every week. I love their products. But yeah.
Tell me if I'm wrong, but getting fired from Ulta might have been the most ridiculous thing that's ever happened to me. They fired me because I told a customer the perfume was cheaper at Sephora. Yup, that's it. Apparently, honesty is against policy. So now I'm exposing everything. Bring in your empty perfume bottles. Yes, even the Sol de Janeiro body mist, and they'll refill them for half the price. Nobody talks about this. Ulta's return policy is insane. No receipt, no box, 60 days, use it, regret it, return it. They gatekeep this one hard, but you can join the Ulta Beauty Feedback Program at feedgifted.com. You get a $500 gift card to shop the entire store just for sharing your experience. Yup, a full haul on them. Spent over $100, ask for your free gift because they always forget unless you remind them. I would know. I used to work there. And Friday nights at midnight, secret sale new brands up to 90% off if you're fast enough.
So I just got fired from Brandy Melville, and I'm going to tell you guys why. So I guess Brandy Melville just decided to wake up and choose violence against its employees today. So I've been out of work for about like a week, and I'm supposed to work this Friday, and Brandy Melville decided to call me this morning and said that they were letting me go. So this guy like texted me this morning, let's just say his name is John, and he basically said, do you have a moment, we have to like speak to you. And I don't know why, but I already felt like it was coming because I seen like a bunch of TikToks of other people getting laid off. And they basically said that they weren't making enough money, which we already know isn't true. And they were saying that they were going to call me back within like a couple of weeks and decide whether if they're going to let me work again because they just want to see how stocks are going. Well, not stocks, I meant to say sales. And I just think this whole thing is like ridiculous because Brandy, I feel like you should like tell your employees ahead of time. And basically John went on to tell me that basically they were going to pay me for Friday that I'm supposed to work this week. And I do not have to come in for this Friday. So I was like, it's whatever. And basically when you're getting laid off from Brandy Melville, I'm guessing that the managers have to like give a couple names to the people, and basically they're just going to decide on who gets fired. And it's just so coincidental because like something happened last week. I don't want to say that it is targeted, but it low-key feels targeted, and it's just so crazy that this happened around that same time. So I just feel like that's a really long story for another day. I have recently applied to Sephora, so I'm like just hoping that that all goes well so that way I can still create good content for you guys. But yeah, things happen and I hope everything works out for the best, and I want to thank you guys for supporting me on this journey. I also wanted to take the time to thank you guys for 74K. You guys are literally amazing, and I love you all so much. Bye guys.
I got fired after just 1 week of working. So I decided to use my special interests, the skills that I have of garment construction, to find a job in alterations. So I did it super old school. I just called a bunch of alteration shops and stopped by and gave them my card and my resume. After the first day of doing this, I got a job. And in this job, they asked me if I knew how to do very simple alterations, and I said yes. But the thing is, I am a self-taught designer, which I told them, so I know how to do alterations my way, not the proper way. And they said this was just fine. I even brought an item that I made and they were like, wow, you made this? Like, this is so good. And this particular alteration shop was looking for a seamstress, so that's why I got the job quickly. So I come in for my first day and they're teaching me how to do alterations their way. First, the trainer was like, show me how you do it your way, and then I'll let you know if that's how we like it. So that's exactly what I did. I did the alterations the way I knew how to do it. And if she didn't like it, she just corrected me and showed me how to do it the way that the shop does. Okay, so boom, now I'm learning how to do proper alterations. They are training me at this point. And when you get any job, it's obvious that you have to train the new person that is in if you want the job done the way that you like it. I was only working at the alteration shops 2 days a week. After my first week, I got a call at 9:30 telling me not to come in the following week. When I got this call, I was honestly so confused because I'm like, why are you letting me go? You literally taught me how to do the alterations and I know how to do them now, and now you're letting me go. I feel like that's a waste of money. And then the trainee was just like, oh, you're just not fast enough. And then we also have to teach you. And then the owners feel like they wasted $500 on you. I was super passionate and devoted to the job even after a week because I love making clothes and clothes is my special interest. So I loved being at the shop. This is the same place where the owner was talking about how people don't want to work for the passion of the work. They just want to work for money. And then they basically said they wasted $500 on me trying to train me in 1 week, which I already got the training. So I went back to the alteration shop to get my final check. And I was like, let me vouch for myself and just prove to them that I really enjoyed the job and it was a good experience for me to have. When I got to the alteration shop, I kid you not, I told the lady I enjoyed working here and thank you for giving me the chance, and she straight up started screaming at me. She started screaming at me. She started calling me a liar. She said that I didn't know how to sew. She said that I didn't even know simple things about sewing or simple things about alterations, which was simply not true. She was like, oh, I wasted all this money on you and we wasted all this time. It was disrespectful that you did that. And she felt like that I bamboozled them. I just thought it was extremely odd for you to hire someone and then have to train them to do the work how you want it to be done and then get mad at me because I had to get trained. I don't understand where the animosity came from or the anger came from. I tried to hold my tears back because I didn't want to cry in front of her. She was screaming at me in front of everyone. Once I got to my car, that's when the tears started flowing. They started flowing. I just didn't know what to do. I just felt so sad that this situation ended this way because I truly enjoyed the job. Employers can be so rude and so disrespectful, and they act like the people that they're hiring are not human and they don't have emotions. Because why on earth are you screaming at me over alterations? Alterations, for God's sakes.